Well, as you can see, we're getting ready to go on stage. This is one of the rooms that I'm going to be speaking in, and they're setting up all the stuff is all the behind the scenes stuff that make it work. And I've, in terms of, this is an event center, but in terms of hotels, my company has been in thousands of hotels and spoken to millions of people. Not all of them I spoke to. I'd have my team, go around the country, and we would speak in 3 or 4 cities at the same time. So having a whole crew to do that was really, really, well, it's not my skill set. Whatever you're not good at, let somebody else who is good at it do it. So that's what, I had a whole team of maybe 200 people that would have to do this. So I would just get in and get on stage and do my magic, and all the stuff that you're seeing right here, all the people are setting things up and the cameras, and my part's the easy part. She's doing the hard part. This is about behind the scenes that nobody gets to see. And you can see it, it's pretty kind of messy, When I'm getting ready for a speech, I'm going to be walking up and down these halls. They don't see what's going on because I'm preparing myself. I'm getting myself to step into the person I want to be. Like today, I spoke today about 4 hours ago, and the entire audience was there, and I was pretty good today. Sometimes you're just on. Whatever comes out of your mouth is just gold. And the reason I get that way is because I prepare my PowerPoint. I know exactly what I want to say. Therefore, my clarity is so clear. I know what I'm trying to accomplish. Therefore, once the PowerPoint is created for me, and it took me hours to prepare it, then I can kind of go off script. And I can go, well, I know it's on the PowerPoint. I just click the thing and it'll take you to that. So then I can ramble. I can go off script. I can play a game. I can have fun, But if my PowerPoint isn't ready, then my mind is confused, and I'm still wondering, am I getting through to the people? And there's fear and all that kind of stuff. But once I'm very clear, it's an important part about success is to be clear, to know exactly what you want, when you want it, where you want it, with who you want it, for as long as you want it, how you get it. Those are 7 questions. Now, in a few minutes, I'll come on stage through here. This is an event I'm speaking at. Chris Krohn's event. Chris is awesome. He's amazing. I'm honored to be able to have the opportunity to speak to these people. I know what I want to say. I'm going to invite them to be part of my inner circle. And I'll never do this again. Today is the last time it'll ever happen. So I'm looking forward to it because I'm going to commit a whole year of my life to these people. And I'm 74, so hey, getting up there. And the first event I ever did was, it was in Provo, Utah. There was a hotel right across the street from Brigham Young University. And the hotel no longer exists. But in 1978, it did exist. It was a place where I had my first seminar was held in a hotel room. Now, not a hotel conference room, but a hotel room. Literally, I rented the room, and I remember it was $16 to rent the room for that night. So we literally moved the bed to the side, we put a table in there, and I had like 10 people who spent $75 to come to a 4-week class, like every Wednesday night for 4 weeks. That was my first seminar. I loved it because, eventually you find out what you're good at, and you find out what you love to do, and it becomes a priority to you. So what does priority mean? It means you do that prior to anything else. Real estate at that point was my priority, and I bought a lot of real estate and enjoyed it, made millions of dollars doing it. But then when I did that very first seminar, what profound experience happened for me is that people come up to me and they go, the stuff you're teaching me, Bob, it changed my life. That was a very profound experience for me personally. I never thought that anything I would do would have a long-term effect. I was a pretty me guy. Like, let's go make some money for me. Let's go buy some more real estate for me. When you teach somebody, I love to teach. So when you teach somebody, you change their life. And then you change their generations of lives. And now I'm now into my 7th generation of my life. And people come up to me today at this event. And they go, "Oh yeah, it was your book, Robert. I remember the bookstore I bought it at. It was in Christchurch, New Zealand." And he bought my book 30 years ago. And now he's a leader in this industry. So I've had this crazy ability to reach out through my books and change millions of lives. Someone will come up to me and they'll say, "Robert, you changed my life," and it just goes right over top of my head. Because I literally can't even believe it. And I go, "Thank you very much." Every once in a while I'll wake up and I go, my breathing on this planet had an effect. It helped some people. Find out what you love to do. Find out what your purpose in life is. This is how you'll know. What do you love to do? What are you good at? What's important to you? Mix those all together, that's your destiny. Because if you'll find out what your talents are, what your passions are, what your values are, that's what's important to you, then when you get up in the morning, you know what to prioritize. It took me like 30 years, 40 years to finally figure that out, to align those 3 things together. So when I get up in the morning, what am I going to do? I'm going to write. I'm going to write, and I'm going to study, and I'm going to teach. This is what I do. This is my song. I'm excited about it. I'm passionate about it. For my audience, I'm good at it. Now, I might not be your audience. You might go, "I don't like that Robert Allen guy. He's, whatever, Well, guess what? You're not my audience. Goodbye. See ya. But those who are my audience, they show up. And then I get to talk to them, and I get to train, and I get to teach, and I get to transform. This is what I do. So for me, I'm passionate about you. That's purpose. When you find it for yourself, you live every day. No matter good or bad, you live every day excited, full of life, impassioned, empowered, purposeful. Hope you discover that for you as soon as possible. Now they're starting to show up already. There's a group of people here. They want to be on the front row because I'm going to select 10 people tonight. That's it. And never do this again. I'm looking forward to it and see what happens.